I have two kids, a 15-year-old and a 5-year-old, both boys.
Hi, my name is Keisha. I have a 1-year-old son at Cougar Court Childcare.
Okay, hi, my name is Melissa. I'm 22 years old and I have a 18-month-old daughter.
Hi, my name is Shannon Gurnan and I have two children. One is Tiana and she's 3 years old, and one is Tiandre who's 3 months now.
For me, my experience with Subsidy was actually not too difficult and I thought it would be. I currently already work in a daycare, so the process was actually very easy. When it was time for me to actually get the subsidy, I just went back to my supervisors and they helped me through the process and they told me everything what to do. So then I got my interview and I went in and everything went really easy. Like, I got my spot in daycare and I went through the whole subsidy process, and yeah, now my daughter's in daycare.
I applied for subsidy in April of 2008 and I didn't get it until June of 2010.
And I started with the subsidy almost 8 years ago for my 15-year-old. There wasn't a waiting list then. I got in easily. And even with the 5-year-old, I didn't have a hard time with them. The difference that I've noticed recently is I've been in school the last 4 years and I didn't have a problem with them because I didn't have any income. So the last year when I started working, the only issue I had with them was when I went for my review. They told me I had to pay daycare. And I thought the money that a person should be getting, like per year, was a certain amount. But they told me no, they have reduced that amount to only about 20,000. So if you earn at least 20,000, you should start to pay daycare. So that's the only issue I have.
My process was a little bit different. I went for an interview when I was 3 months pregnant with my first child, and it took 7 months for her to get in. It took 7 months for them to find the, what is it called?
Spot?
Not the spot.
Money?
Yeah, find the funding, and then you have to look at a daycare and if they have a waiting list or if there's spots available. And for my son, when you have a second child, you have to put your baby in at 4 weeks. And if you don't do it, then they pull your oldest and the baby out of daycare. And they cancel your subsidy, and you have to, there's no guarantee how long it's going to be when you get that subsidy back. So if I pulled my son and my daughter out of daycare and I was ready to work after 6 months, there would be no guarantee that I could have my spot back by that time. So it could be even longer now because I know subsidy waiting lists are much longer than what it used to be.
For daycare, and actually have a cousin, she's trying right now to look, and they're having a hard time with it. Like, they've been, like applying or waiting, and if it's not the subsidy they have to deal with, it's the daycare. They're actually trying to wait to get in there. And there's also people that will have like 2 kids in a daycare and they're still waiting with like 1 child to get in or whatever.
I know a couple of people that have 2 or 3 kids and they all go to separate daycares because they're waiting for the one daycare to have enough space or the funding to be available for all of them to go to the same place, which must be hard to go pick up 3 different locations.
It's very difficult with 2 kids, and if I get 25,000 and I'm paying daycare as well, there's rent, there's food, there's bills for the kids. I don't have enough money. So that's my main concern about subsidy. They should raise their amount to a higher amount before anyone can start paying for subsidy in daycares. That's the only issue that I have with them.
All right, thank you.
All right.